They won't even know. How would they know? Give that picture a minute to load. All right, there it is. All loaded. And it's...
Ooh, I like that sweater.
It's actually a nightgown. I'm wearing some shorts under it, though, so if you see anything, don't get too excited. Share our link.
Hit post here. Hit enter here.
Get furry porn? No, that's not furry porn. They're just puzzling. There's no... I put this in Brownie's thing just because. Put it in linen glass. Put it in the rift. I don't even know why I'm doing that, but you know, they're not gonna stop. Alright, that's all the chats I'm in. Alright, people, you're just in time. Hey, Angel of Speed saying howdy. That's my line. I have a margarita glass that has a cactus in it. Let's go! Man, I like this though because it smells like Hawaiian Punch.
Alcoholic Hawaiian Punch sounds like a very dangerous drink.
You know, it smells like Hawaiian Punch. I haven't had Hawaiian Punch in a while, but I remember the smell very distinctly. But I don't remember if the flavor is the same. Hold on. Because it's very, very full of alcohol. You taste the alcohol, so you can't say that it tastes like Hawaiian Punch. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Charles. I guess, I wonder if I would get the same thing if I mixed Hawaiian Punch with whatever alcohol this is. Because this is apparently blue agave wine with real lime juice and natural flavors. I use the fingers here.
So do you mind if I immediately hijack the stream here?
Oh, sure, yeah, do your thing. I'm waiting for my nails to dry.
I made it around the sun again yesterday.
Good job. Oh, it was your birthday! I remember putting cake in your chat.
Ah, yes. Thank you. I will not lie, I did not pay much attention to any form of social media yesterday, mainly because I worked Monday through Thursday. So yesterday was kind of my recharge day.
Then you completely deserve it. When you said it's like, I survived another trip around the sun, I'm like, oh yeah, you made it another day. Haven't we all? That's why I drink. And I'm like, oh, your birthday.
Yep.
Well, I hope you had some time to recharge and relax the other day then.
I did, and I'm going to have plenty of time tonight because I did something that might be kind of dangerous, but dang, is it comfortable.
What'd you do?
I put a 12-pound blanket on top of my 15-pound blanket.
12 plus 15? Hold on, math positive. That's like 27 pounds. It's almost a 30-pound blanket thing you got going on there. Is that okay?
I don't know, but I'm going to find out.
That much, like, the back of my legs. I do this exercise that Bronny showed me where you're on a bench and you lift weights with, like, the back of your leg like this, but you're laying down. It works out like your whole back area of your leg and your butt. And I've done that with 30 to even 45 pounds. So if I can do that, maybe you can do that.
The real dangerous part of it is that when I laid down to test how heavy it was, I immediately started feeling sleepy.
That could mean you were just really tired.
It could. I took a caffeine pill right before I hopped on, so hopefully I won't be passing out by the end of this again.
Oh, gee. Well, if you get tired, you can always go to bed early or something like that. Nothing, and I might bore you, because it's nothing too exciting this week. We're doing Chaos and Crochet this week, of course. Next week will be more Chaos and Controllers. But, we're working on Celestia. We got her head done. If you want to see her head, let me fix her horn. Needs to be a little straighter. She's got a big horn. Because she's the princess. Princesses get big horns.
This stupid Joy-Con needs to come off. There we go.
I remember, though, I also got to make her wings soon. But first, we're going to make her a very long neck. And I'm throwing my stickers.
What's that? Oh. I knocked my vest off my chair.
Oh. Did you, people are asking, did you get some cake for your birthday? Or any kind of sweet?
I did not get any cake. I've been trying to cut back on the junk food, but I did go to a buffet and I got like 2 plates full of sushi.
That's good. That's good shit. Cool, I gotta turn down my volume. I was watching Netflix earlier, so I had it up pretty high. Let's see. Someone else is like, I'm starting to think I need to sleep under 27 pounds. I wouldn't recommend it if you guys aren't actively like weightlifting and stuff. Also, I don't know if that's good for you to have that much weight like on your chest as you're sleeping. As it is, I don't. Well, I mean, I guess you can't take my word for anything. It's not like I'm a professional, but no, doesn't seem 100% safe for everyone to be doing. Aaron Davis says, for some reason I thought that Chaos and Controls was for October. It kind of was. We started it, and we started with a spooky game. But I want to finish the spooky game, and we can just keep Chaos and Controllers going. We can play more video games. That's always fun. Charles Bees asked, did you and Bronny get trick-or-treaters? I think we got exactly 2. 2 in our neighborhood. Yeah, I was thinking something like this probably was going to happen, so we didn't put too much effort into things. But it was nice. And now we have all this leftover candy. I don't mind that. But it's fine. We mostly did the decorating and stuff for ourselves. Well, for me. I wanted to decorate. Charles B says, hey, Mr. Emerald, if you want to see something funny, look up the beer someone released called My Little Side Pony. That sounds funny.
I'll look it up. I don't like alcohol, so I'm not going to partake.
It's good for the gags. I'm usually not too fond of beer unless it's like a hard cider or something. I'm a cocktail, mixed drink, wine kind of person. I bought wine yesterday. Well, it was at the store and I had it with dinner last night with Ronnie. And it was like a peach wine that I've been wanting to drink. I'd had the flavor before but didn't get to taste it. And I shared it with Bronny, and he liked it initially, but the alcohol started burning his throat too much. And I'm wondering if he's like allergic or something. Right now, flipping a crochet neck. Man, I wonder if my toenails are dried enough so I can just take this thing off my toes. Ugh, I feel better. Because my feet are cold. But I had to do my nails, obviously. You know what? I'm going to let this out to dry a little bit longer just to make sure I don't mess them up when I put them in my socks. Because I've done that before. Can't put on socks too fast. Charles B says, did you see they released an MLP Transformers comic? I did hear about that. There was a whole thing. It's like, please let frickin' Fluttershy meet Ravage and let her like adore him. And I even drew like a little doodle in my sketchbook that day of her like pounce hugging him and posted it under comments that someone had said just that to appease them because it was funny. Aaron Davis says, I don't drink much either, but I might have one if it's mine or someone else's birthday. Yeah, so you drink socially. It's good. Or if I'm getting together with someone. Yeah, socially. Aaron Davis says, that gets to me too with vodka or whiskey, otherwise beer tastes bland and sour. It does. It really does. Honey Drop the Unicorn says, Bronny missed out on King Sombra scarring kids. Well, I've talked to King Sombra about scarring children. It's one thing scaring them, but if you're scarring them, are you mentally scarring them? Because physically, that's a crime. Mentally, though, everyone's okay with that. Well, I've had an uneventful day. That's mostly just doing most of the chores because Bronny had to get ready for his big old photography gig.
I worked this morning.
That's glorious. Oh, I start my second job next week.
Fun.
Working at a discount store that's on the corner of our street, so it's only 5 minutes away. But yeah, I only have work 2 days next week. But it's they're good shifts at night from 5:30 to 9:30, so they're like a good little bit after I get out of work. Charles B says Hawaiian punch mixed with vodka might be the best mixed drink idea for it. You know, juice. Like when I was first turned 21, I'd mix a few things together because I was like, yay, drinking. I mixed together. I found that vodka straight I could drink because it felt kind of sweet, but it burned like hell. So I would just mix it in some juice, and that was it. Like I remember one time for New Year's, I was by myself because everyone else was working, and I just mixed together myself some apple juice and vodka, and put like a little crazy straw on it because I thought it was cute. And I prepared another one, put a crazy straw on it, and put it in the fridge with a note on it for my mom when she came home from work, being like, "Hey, Mom, Happy New Year's. Here's a drink." And she drank it, and then she was like, "What the?" And then she looked at the back of the drink where I said, "By the way, the apple juice had vodka in it." It was funny. Angel of Speed says, "Have you ever considered playing D&D?" I have. I've played it, but I just didn't have the most fun time. It's funny because everyone else seems to enjoy the crap out of it, but it couldn't keep my attention for very long. Honey Drop the Unicorn says, "I meant scaring. I'll correct my immortal." Yeah. Okay then. That's not illegal. Charles B says, "Would a Bronny Sombra Halloween video have been a good idea?" I don't know. Within the dimensions of a con, I see it going, but like in real life with a whole bunch of other people, like just walking around in a neighborhood or something, doesn't sound like a good idea, especially since our street was very sparse, no people around, and the people you did meet, I don't think you want to talk to them about anything. Pretty sure I watched a drug deal happen in front of my house earlier today when I was taking down Halloween decorations. Just like a whole bunch of people on bikes, and I'm not talking about motorcycles, I'm talking about fucking bicycles, you know? They all rode up, and a guy had like one of those things attached to the back of his bicycle, like that you would put a kid in, but he had like a bag with something else. And they all just circled the guy, and they were like, "Hey, you got stuff?" And I'm pretty sure someone was talking about, "Hey, do you got weed?" And like they were switching things around. So I'm pretty sure I saw a drug deal. But yeah, that was real classy to see. Charles B said, "Did anyone ever make an alcoholic drink based off an MLP character?" They do at conventions. The hotels will come up with ideas for drinks based off characters. Like I remember there being a Rainbow Dash drink that I really wanted to try at the Hyatt when they were hosting a convention I went to, but I didn't end up getting it. But yeah, people do it all the time.
Paulo says it was either drugs or V-Bucks. That's what people like nowadays.
Either way, I don't like that kind of business being conducted outside of my house. Can you at least take it somewhere?
$19 Fortnite card. Who wants it?
I'll trade you some weed for it.
Disclaimer, I'm not actually offering a $19 Fortnite card.
That's such an odd number. Why $19? Just make it 20.
I don't know. That's just what the meme was.
Oh, Michael. Charles B says, is it normal? I always hear cars and bikes revving their engines and speeding outside of my house. That's not unusual. People like to flex because they don't have a muffler on and are just trying to make a lot of noise to get your attention. I really don't understand the concept of that. Like, it's a legit thing that people do that isn't exactly legal, but it's, I don't know, it's some monkey brain thing where they think just because it's loud, it's cool. It's very stupid. It's get what goes to their head that makes them register. Oh, loud noise that frickin' rips through the whole neighborhood and wakes people up is cool. I don't know. Maybe it's a douchebag thing. Crosby says, "Oh, imagine if it was a Pokemon card trade. Oh man, they did it in the weirdest place possible."
That actually relates to something funny about today.
Oh my god.
Alright, so
I was about to say, someone just asked real quick, what is Heather drinking? Just some Uno Mas margarita. That's it. It's strawberry lime flavored. Go ahead.
Wait, strawberry lime? So you're basically drinking alcoholic guacamole gamer fart 9000.
That would make sense.
Alright. The thing from today. So, at work today, we were having a buy one, get one 75% off sale on toys. And we wanted to check if that was also applying to the Pokemon cards we had in stock. So my assistant manager bought 2, and it ended up not being that, but he still bought them. He goes to the break room, opens them up. He pulled a secret rare VMAX Inteleon. So I'll show you after the stream so that I don't lag it out or anything with my camera. But it's rainbow. It's really cool. I immediately bought it off him for $40, no questions asked.
Holy shit! He freaking made bank off of you. But that's pretty cool.
Yeah, he threw the rest of the cards in the pack for free because he didn't really care about them.
Yeah, that's what you have. At least he was cool about it. He's like, I don't value this, but you clearly do. And also, $40, I'm going to Chipotle. Bronny says, help, Bronny says, help, I can't stop catching red lights. Don't fucking watch the stream while you're driving. My God, he's going to get in an accident on his way back, and they're going to use this. And
he's not driving. He's stuck in a red light.
God, that's true. Hear that, court? Play the entire stream for the case. He was not texting while driving. He was messaging in a chat at a red light. That's not the same thing. It's not.
Bronny, the answer is really simple. You just need to develop color blindness so that when you look at the red lights, you'll be able to think that they're green.
Drive, because I imagine that would be a problem.
What was that?
I just actually answered my own question. I was asking, can colorblind people, are they allowed to drive? Because I imagine that'd be a problem. But I know they do, because I think my anatomy teacher in high school, he was also my cross-country coach, but no one came to pick me up from practice one day, because everyone likes to forget about me. Sadness. But he drove me home one time, so if he's colorblind and can drive, I assume others can. Maybe... is there a level of severity of colorblindness?
For anyone who wants to know the real answer, there's a reason that the lights are ordered with green bottom, yellow middle, red top.
Oh, so they just memorize it in a different way.
Yep. That makes it real interesting when you have those blinky intersections where it's either yellow or red, and if they're this, I don't think that works that way, but... Yeah, I imagine single light or weird light setups would probably be a little difficult.
Yeah, they're probably just gonna have to slow down and follow the flow of whatever the fuck's going on. I hate that kind of thing. That happened to a street light that I use a lot one time, and that took forever to get to that intersection.
If I ever see a time or a thing in the city or in the town I live in, rather, that needs to be fixed, do you think they'd fix it faster if I just spray painted a bunch of dicks on it?
Maybe. You're not gonna know until you try.
Because I know that's a solution people use with potholes. They'd spray paint dicks around it to force the city to come out and clean it up, and while they're there, they'd have to fill in the pothole.
Yeah, because how dare there be dicks? Better fill those. Let's see. Charles B. asks, does Equestria have colorblind, blind, or deaf ponies? I would imagine they do, because we saw that one guy in that Rainbow Falls episode who has like a whole setup on his back because he's paralyzed. So I assume other disabilities would exist, but they just have different ways to adapt with them. Like for one, there's like magic and very almost sentient animals, you know? Color blindness might not be a problem with like a spell. And blindness, well, I assume like the guide dogs in Equestria are just very freaking good because again, those animals are close to being sentient. Deaf ponies? Sure, what would they even do about that? Ronnie Beck says texting at a red light is a legal gray area. I'm sure it is. Why not?
I would definitely say there are blind, colorblind, and deaf ponies because remember Applejack's Rainbow Connection episode, the title of which is completely slipping my mind right now?
I think with Silver Shield in it?
Yes.
For that one. Oh yeah, there was all those ponies that had a whole bunch of problems in the whole snake oil bit they were buying into.
Mm-hmm.
Leap of faith. Angel Speak said it.
Thank you.
Bronny said it too. Bronny, Angel of Speed won. He was faster. How ironic, right?
Angel was faster and capitalized it properly.
Yeah, thanks, Bronny. You and your stupid phone car texting. Red light texting, I guess.
I want to watch it like a stream of profanities comes in from Bronny's chat as he's yelling at his phone.
Getting road rage, but it's like talk to text. Charles B said, so was running the casino the only thing Flim and Flam were actually good comps to net? Hey, hold on. Flim and Flam were hella competent at everything they did. Okay, the Super Speedy Cider Squeezy 5000 did 6,000. See, the model's even better than I remember. Did exactly what it was supposed to do. It did what the apples could do, but did it 10 times faster and 10 times better. Granny Smith tried the cider and it tasted good from the look on her face.
Actually, I just rewatched that episode last night.
Yeah.
I saw the reason they were churning out so many barrels so quickly. I always thought that the machine had messed up, and that's why the later batches were getting so terrible. But I saw the episode. They intentionally started letting the bad apples go in because they were pulling so many bad apples.
That's true. But the thing is, if like that's the only thing part they screwed up. The Super Seedy Cider Squeezy like really worked and was good and was awesome. The only thing that Flim and Flam didn't have was apples and a market that they could sell to. And they were going to get that with taking over the Apple family. Because the Apple family had the apples. All they had to do, like, I'm with Anthony C on this one. They should have negotiated it, and it could have been a great partnership, you know? And after that, they were really selling the snake oil thing super well. And they even got Applejack to lie for them. They did that also very well. And the casino thing, they did that well until Mr. Elvis Presley decided to fuck it up. But then they unfucked it, and now they're running a casino, and they're awesome. So Flim and Flam are, like, just really good at what they do. They can be slimy about it when they want to, and it usually blows up in their face, but when they're playing the shit legit, they are also very good at that, too. Angel isn't driving. You don't know that, Ronnie. He could be.
I really hope not.
Yeah, Angel of Speed is probably driving really fast. Crosby says, did FIM ever release box sets of season 8 9 on DVD yet? There's one I got for my birthday last month. Don't seem official. I wouldn't know that, man.
Brody says, fun Brody fact. I am 100 meters from your location and approaching rapidly.
He's gonna smash through the window. What's actually scary is I thought not a minute ago, but a while ago when I was warming up some food for dinner in the microwave, I heard tapping on the window and I thought briefly, oh, he must have come back already and he's trying to scare me. It wasn't him because obviously he is not here. So something was tapping on my window earlier. I'm sure it was just a bug or like an animal or something, but like there's always something around here trying to fuck with me, let me tell you.
Plot twist, it was SCP-049.
Shit, which one is that?
The Plague Doctor.
Jesus, no, keep him away from me. This video yet, don't spoil it, but I'm pretty sure I don't want any part of what he does.
Let's see here.
Angel of Species Season 9 is on Hulu. Don't ask me why it's not on Netflix because I don't know. Yeah, I don't get their agreements. Charles B said, is Knife good in the car when you take her places? Well, the only places I've really had to take her to have been the vet and the groomer and stuff like that. She's not bad in the car, because we'll normally have her in a carrier, and she just meows in there because she doesn't want to be in there. What does happen is if I open the carrier a little bit, like I did this once, I opened the carrier a little bit because she was meowing, I was taking her home from the vet, and I pet her head while she was in there, like, it's okay, we're going home, because our vet's also 5 minutes away from home. That's why I go to that vet. So I driving her home, and the little opening that I didn't close, she stuck her head out and was just like, whoa, what the fuck? And I'm like, yes, you're in the car. And she just, like, completely stepped out. I'm like, wait, no, don't do that. I'm driving. But she kept doing it, and she looked out the windows. She hopped in the back. I wasn't going fast, thank God, because the speed limit was 25. But she just started exploring, so she's not bad. I just should probably keep her in the thing. And I'll tell her, like if I keep it open a little bit, I'm like, no. Don't go out again. Don't fucking walk around my car while I'm driving. It is fucking stressful because I don't know what the fuck you're gonna get into or what you'll do. It was funny though, and it was funny in the moment. So I'm just like, oh my god, come on. But it was cute also.
Yeah, every time we had to take my cat to my aunt's, we would have to wrap her in a blanket, and I would have to bear hug her the entire way there.
Oh yeah, so she was like literally fighting.
Yeah, she was certainly squirming. Thankfully, my aunt only lived like about 2 minutes away, but
yeah, Knife doesn't like fight. Like she will squirm a little bit, like, but not like fight. You know, it's kind of like if you've seen me hold her, she'll like move a little and like pedal her feet, like, hey, I want to jump down, but I'm like, nope, I'm picking you up and we're going somewhere. She doesn't fight. She might hiss. She definitely hisses because, like, we have to keep her in the laundry room at night because if we don't, she'll lick us up. Don't fucking try that shit, Bronny! I know it's you!
I am not watching the stream. What's happening?
He's knocking on my window trying to scare me like a bitch! If it's not...
It's just the killer.
If it's just a killer, that's fine. They can stay outside. Ronnie will be here in a minute, and he'll kill them back. If not, you're about to watch a snuff film. What if someone scary did just walk through the door, and YouTube just caught, like, a live murder? Oh no, it's the murderer!
That would be an interesting TMS event. We can't have this on YouTube. Someone died. Yeah, the host of the live stream.
Please, frickin' your phone's talking. Shit, what'd you get? What's this? Did you get me some soap? Oh, soap. Smell is slightly hidden. What kind is this?
I don't know, but I was able to smell it, so I bought it.
Hi, Bronny.
Hey, how you doing, Hunter?
Soap.
I have something funny to tell you.
Tell me the funny thing. Oh, they raised the price. These used to be 7 something a piece.
Area prices going up on everything.
Yeah, we had to put out 35 pages of price changes last week.
Yeah, isn't it Dollar Tree? They raised like their highest price now is $1.25.
Yeah, I saw a post that said if they don't change their name and all their prices to Tree Fitty, they are wasting an opportunity.
That would be funny.
But anyway, so the funny thing I wanted to say.
Yeah.
My assistant manager, we have a table towards the front where we're going to put all the clearance Halloween stuff. And I said, wouldn't it be funny if we had a Bluetooth speaker under there that was constantly playing This Is Halloween? And Andrew said, no, I want to put a 360-degree motion sensor. And guess what he said he wanted the sound clip to play every time a customer walks past?
Tell me.
I'm going to spoon you.
Yeah, of all the things I've said. And, Heather, I got to throw this jacket out.
What's happening to it? What's wrong?
Well, I knew like it was peeling.
So
I knew, yeah. So this is faux leather, and I knew it was peeling around the collar and the sleeves. But like, well, no, that rip is intentional. But like I didn't realize how bad the peeling was, and I'm like, oh, that is embarrassing. So I just gotta get myself a leather jacket. I've had 2 of these things now. If I buy a third, I would have paid as much as I would have if I just got a leather in the first place, and the leather will probably last me the rest of my life if I take care of it.
Yep. You know what they say, buy it nice or buy it twice.
Yep.
Although in your case, it'd be buy it nice or buy it thrice.
Yep.
still.
So yeah, that's it was a fun wedding actually. I had fun.
It's nice.
Yep. Now I'm gonna go turn in my pictures. So I'll see you in a bit.
All right. Let's see. Is that Penelope says, is that couch and / comforter soft enough to sleep on? It's a futon, so I assume it is. Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, futons are very comfortable. I would know. I've been sleeping on one for over a year now.
Charles B says, does Knife still have her claws? I'm wondering now if she has ever scratched or bit you. Knife definitely still has her claws. I would not declaw her. It's just not a good idea, because if she ever got out, God forbid, she needs something to defend herself with. I'm always kind of prepared for that possibility. That's why she also has a collar that not only has my contact information, which I've got to update that because it still has Sweetie's information on it as well, but also has like a tag that you can look online and also see where my contact information is if you find her. But she kind of has a weird thing with her claws, is that they are always out. Like, she doesn't retract them. They don't go back in. I'm not sure why. She's always kind of been like that. But she has scratched and bit me, like, when she plays. But she plays too rough. And she has when I've, like, been trying to brush her. And she's like, no, I don't want to be brushed anymore. So she gives me a little pump of her claws. And I'm like, fine, I won't do it anymore. Because you can only do so much with a cat that can be as grumpy as her. But yeah, but she only seems to have done it to me and to Bronny. She hasn't really scratched or bitten anyone else. Unless you count the frog and lizards she's killed. I mean, she definitely did something to those. I don't know in like what order. But yeah, it's mostly when she's playing. Because she doesn't know how to, like, you know, play nice, I guess. She gets rough when she wants to play.
Yeah, I get scratched by my cat a fair amount.
Yeah, I mean, cats play, or they just want to be a little mean sometimes. That's just what they're like.
Well, there's also an incident a couple of weeks ago at this point where I was creating her like a baby, and I threw her at the couch, and I didn't throw far enough, so she was able to grab my hand as she fell.
Well, at least you caught her.
No, I didn't catch her. I threw her at the couch. She just managed to get a clawful of my hand on the way down.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, speak of the devil. I bet. Did anyone see where she came from?
I will see on the stream shortly, hopefully.
There she is. Everyone, look at her new collar. It's so cute. It's got a little bow. I did yell at her today because she peed on the floor.
She came out of your closet.
She was in my closet?
Either in the closet or behind the futon.
A little bit of both, because the closet is behind the futon. Okay, so I gotta be wary of the fact that she will hide in my closet. I didn't know she went in there. But I guess I should have figured. Do you want to get down?
Well, everyone celebrate, chat. Knife just came out of the closet.
Oh no, you didn't tell me you were gay, but that's okay. I love you anyway. It doesn't matter. You could be any. She
Oh
does.
yes.
Yeah.
Oop, go ahead.
I was gonna say she does scratch me on accident sometimes when I do the little ear thing, and like you see her little back leg starts to kick. Sometimes she'll accidentally scratch me with it.
So there was a discussion in the chat. Aaron Davis says that declawing a cat is like ripping off a person's fingernails, and Brody corrects him by saying it's not like ripping off a fingernail, it's like cutting off the finger at the first joint. Yes, declawing a cat involves amputating them at the first knuckle.
Yes, so let's not do that about that. That's terrible. Let's not do that.
It would be a better option to just stick what's the word? Dots candy on each of her claws.
Some people do stuff to cats' nails, like kind of give it a manicure, but like I don't know if that makes them less sharp.
I know with our cat it doesn't. She gets her nails trimmed every once in a while.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you need a bun that you.
I thought Bronny left. Yeah, he just went to the other room to his office to upload pictures. Eric Davis says, I like my nails sharp. Yeah, nails are supposed to be sharp, so that's what they're used for. Kitty.
I like my nails as short as possible because otherwise they just get in the way.
Oh, I was also thinking of like tools, like nails. Nails, like honestly, you should always have your nails like short, but not too short, because my mom always had my nails a certain length, so if someone attacks me, I have like nails to like scratch their eyes out or something. So like short enough that you can do stuff, but not too short that you wouldn't be able to scratch someone with them.
Well, even if my nails were like half an inch is a bit much. Like 2 millimeters shorter than I intend them to be, I could probably still do some damage to people.
Absolutely.
And besides, who needs nails? I got teeth.
That's kind of gross, but okay. Gonna catch their killer germs. Why the heck was this?
Hey, I don't care, because... Oop, go ahead.
I was gonna say, why was Henry Davis's message held for review? It's just, I remember scratching my sister once or twice. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, like, don't scratch your sister, but kids fight, whatever. That didn't have, like, a curse word or something in it. Solar Moon Eclipse says Clue, Princess Heather Blossom, and he casts those as characters. But this is gonna be difficult because I actually don't know any of these characters. I don't know nothing about Clue.
Princess Heather as Miss Scarlet, Brawny as Colonel Mustard, and Spencer as Professor Plum.
Davis says I was a kid. Yeah, kids fight. You fight with your sister, and you scratch each other. I'm sure I did.
Oh yeah, kids do stupid stuff. I hit my sister in the forehead with a Beyblade once.
Beyblade. Freaking, I don't scratch her anymore. You don't have to tell me, Aaron Davis. I'm just saying, I don't know why YouTube held your comment for review. Like, because as I was saying, there was nothing wrong with it. There's no curses or anything in it. So, I don't know, I guess YouTube has a problem with it. Michael Collins Gaming says, hey Heather, what are you going to do on Thanksgiving? I want to, be eating a lot of food. Same for Christmas. That is my plan for both of those occasions. But we are going to go visit Bronny's family. It's his turn this year, so... Heather with the leather jacket Bronny's wearing, all he needs is a barbed wire bat and name it Lucille. I feel like I should know he's...
I don't get the reference either.
Solomon, you gotta do IPs that we remember. Your fur feels so nice. Want to know why it does? Because I brushed you the other day. You didn't want me to finish, but I did. Though she doesn't let me brush her belly, which is, the problem area. When you look at it, look at his belly. Looks like a mess. She's like, why'd you do that? And I'm like, because I want to show everyone your shame.
Alright, so apparently it's Negan from The Walking Dead.
Oh man, I didn't watch The Walking Dead.
Me neither.
Shockingly. I mean, I like zombie stuff, so I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't feel like it. My mom was into it for a while. Charles B says, "Are those pajamas what you're going to wear tonight?" Yeah, I usually just wear whatever pajamas I'm gonna wear tonight to the stream. So like after the stream's over, I'll just roll into bed.
Yeah, I'm wearing my pajamas already too.
Oh, kitty, owie. Yeah, she just did it right now. Her claws are scratching me when she does the little leggy thing. If I pull my nightgown a little bit more down.
I don't want to open it. I want to edit the title. Stop it, Windows.
Sorry, one clip says your cat has a fuzzy beard chin. She does. I try to brush it out the best I can, but she doesn't want to let me a lot of the time. Look at this tuft. Look at all this chest floof you have. You don't let me brush it good. She does like me scratching there. Let me scratch in there. Oh, Michael says he's wearing his pajamas also. We should all be wearing our pajamas. It's very late. We should be wearing our gym jams.
Well, it depends on the time zone.
Time zone, like they're like it's 7 something, so you could be in your Jimmy Jams. I mean, what else are you gonna do?
Be working because Dollar General is open till 10.
Hot diggity damn.
Yeah, that's why when I got hired, the only time I put that I can't work is from 9 to midnight on Saturdays.
Yeah, give you some me time.
Give me some chaos and crochet time.
Or chaos and controllers. Depends on what week it is.
That's true. But at the time I set it up, you weren't doing chaos and controllers yet. Oh, wait, speaking of video games, happy Zelda month, everybody.
It's Zelda month. I'm surprised I haven't heard more about it from Brandon. He's a real slut for Zelda.
Yep, I apologize for once again missing out on Zelda month for the most part, but my computer is still broken. I just finally got the invoice I need printed right now, so tomorrow I am going to hopefully send out 5 of them sticks, and my computer should be up and running in time for Christmas.
Okay. You know, fun fact about Knife. When we first got her from the shelter, the people at the shelter had named her Zelda. Zelda. I don't think she responds to it. She responded to that.
A fun fact about animals named Zelda, that's what my dog is named, who currently lives with my mom, but she'll always be mine.
She's a good kid.
Hmm.
Some people sleep in their underoos. That sounds very cold. Maybe it's because Bronny.
Oh yeah, especially in my area.
Especially because Bronny keeps he has a fan going on top of us, and then like the house is like in the low 70s. So that sounds too cold. Need lots of blankets for that. Kitty, you are doing that to yourself. I don't know what you want me to say. Knife. Yeah, she honestly thinks Kitty is her name because I call her that a lot too.
Aw.
It's kind of stupid that I got her used to a name, like something that's not her name. But, you know, maybe that's better because in public it's kind of hard to just like it's just weird because we did that when we took our Christmas picture with her. We took her to like a mall with a Santa, and like Sweetie was just yelling out "Knife, knife," and Knife wasn't exactly responding to it, and also that's just a weird thing to be yelling at.
Gonna leave? You gonna leave? Okay, I love you. Say goodnight to everybody. Say goodnight.
So Solar Moon Clips is asking me if I'm familiar with in the original Legend of Zelda for NES. If I'm familiar that in the there was a symbol in the game that looked identical to the Nazi symbol. Yes, but there's more to it that you're not including. There is an entire dungeon laid out like a swastika.
You leaving, Kitty? You're like right at the edge of my lap. You leaving? Or are you just standing in a weird place because you're weird? What is going on with you? What's going on? I don't know. She just
Oh,
wants
hey.
to be. Do you want me to put you down? Do you want me to help you? Do you want me to put you on the floor?
Charles B wants to know if you're getting the new Pokemon games for the Switch.
Jeez. But see if the money's there first. I'm getting the second job, so you think it would be. But I gotta take this one to the vet. She's been peeing on the front door mat, and we don't know why. Because it's been a while since she's gotten that allergy shot, so she shouldn't be having the side effects anymore. Her blood sugar's no longer spiking. So I have to make a vet appointment and see if it's another UTI. See how much that medication will cost if that's the case. I'm also gonna have to pay for that appointment. But yeah, anyway, that's what I'm doing here.
So to everyone commenting on it, it was the Hindu swastika, and it's not the fact that the 80s were a different time, it was that at the time, the Japanese did not have any appreciation for how that symbol is interpreted in the West. So they saw no issue including a Hindu symbol in a Zelda game, not realizing that it had a very different meaning overseas.
Seen you in a millennia. I know Brain Donut for years. I just haven't seen him that often. Michael Collins Gaming says, Heather is my favorite YouTuber, so I'm always trying to make time for Chaos and Crochet. And I appreciate it, Michael. Thank you very much. Let's see. The 80s was a different time. They mostly had really great music. Let's see. I like Solar Moon's comment. It's dangerous to go alone, so why not accept the sword from a random old man in a cave? It's probably Ronnie.
Because it's more fun to try to beat the game without the sword from the random old man in the cave.
Oh my god.
I actually have the NES Classics Legend of Zelda for my Game Boy Advance. I should play it.
I have tons of my games I should be playing, but sometimes I lack the energy or I lack the time.
I've developed a problem where I no longer like playing games unless I'm recording.
Well, when you become a full-time video game streamer, that might not be bad.
I don't think I'm going to be a streamer, because streaming just isn't my thing.
See that? Making videos, I don't know, because, making videos, I liked it for a while. I remember there was a point in time where I was, just typing up scripts like nothing over episodes or ideas I had about MLP, but, the spark of that kind of died off, and I really, really hate editing, It's super hard. But, I gotta see if I can just push myself through it, because some people say, you can't just wait for motivation to hit you, you just gotta do it.
Yeah. I will say, it is a bit of a pricey investment, but if you get something like the Contour Shuttle Pro V2, which is a video editing tool with dial buttons, it's got a wheel on it so that you can scrub through the footage, it honestly became a lot more enjoyable for me after I got that thing, because it feels more like I'm playing with a cool piece of hardware that I'm just dragging around with a mouse and keep.
That is something. Yeah, because the editing process is just the worst part of the whole thing for me. It's funny how one of my friends edits Coon made that part of his persona is that he edits things and knows how to do stuff like that, because I just do not get it. For a while he would edit some of my videos and his friend Lamplight would do some, and I'd throw them money when I could.
The ultimate thing we need to do is figure out how to do highlight reels of your gaming streams. The one issue is that I have no ability to sense what would make for a good highlight reel, which is why I don't volunteer to do it myself.
Oh yeah, that is something else too. I guess you just gotta think of what parts made you laugh the most and just cut out that.
See, we need some clippers.
And we don't need anything that has to do with sports, because I don't understand that shit.
Hey, Heather, question.
Yeah.
How many pairs of Joy-Cons do you have for your Switch?
As it stands, 1. I was about to say 2, but I realized, oh yeah, I didn't buy those Joy-Cons for myself because I had to get something else. But I've been wanting to get, because I have just the typical red-blue ones, but I want the green-pink ones.
Honestly, one thing I would highly advise, if you could get a good deal on a pair of gray Joy-Cons, pick them up. Like, if you can find them for like $35 for a pair. Because the fun thing to do with gray Joy-Cons is shell swapping them.
Oh, and also, I just realized on the red and blue ones, I put because I found like a Nintendo skin at Walmart on clearance, and it happened to be Grookey, which was my favorite starter for the Galarian Pokemon Sword Shield. So I just put that on my thing, so that's what's on it right now.
Ooh, Angel of Speed is asking a question that's just sucker punched me.
Yeah.
Have you ever experienced Joy-Con drift?
Oh, Angel of Speed said I was asking, but okay. Yeah, those Joy-Con drift. I'm not sure what people mean by that because I've heard the term and I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Is there something wrong with your Joy-Cons?
So basically, the way the Joy-Con joysticks were assembled, after a certain amount of time, heavily used ones can start to not behave correctly. So, like with mine, I would press down and let it go. It would go to the center, and then the sensor would just creep upwards until I was walking forward automatically.
You know where something weird like that happens is when I'm playing Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and I'm having
That's exactly the game that happened to me.
It's I'll have her just running and then she'll start kind of weirdly shuddering back and forth and I'm like, why is it doing that? So I guess I am experiencing it. It's been a big issue. It's just kind of annoying and weird.
Yeah, mine got really bad. So I ordered an 8-pack of white joysticks for Joy-Cons eBay for $20. I actually replaced the joysticks on my carbon fiber Joy-Cons. Actually, here's the really weird thing. My left stick was experiencing really bad stick drift. My right stick, I couldn't go side to side. I tried to open up the joystick housings to try to fix it from the inside. I lost a piece of my left joystick, and the right one, plastic parts on the inside, snapped some.
Man, Nintendo, you did not do a good job putting this shit together.
No, but thankfully I got the white joysticks, and now with the silver buttons on my carbon fiber ones, it looks really sweet.
Might just invest in a new pair as soon as I see a good deal or something, or maybe if I see the pink green ones again, because that's the kind I wanted.
Yep.
It hasn't become a big issue for me yet, probably because I'm not heavily using my Switch. It really is just when I have the time and when I'm in the mood. And yeah, the last time I was playing is when I was telling you I was trying to find another shiny freaking Venonat because I found one and I missed out. That was so painful. It was so painful.
Well, hey, if we ever set up a time for me to come down and visit you and Brody in approximately whenever we set that up, maybe I'll bring down some extra Joy-Con joysticks and I'll replace them for you.
I wouldn't be half bad. We'll have to think of a time to do that. Probably not. Well, definitely not this year. There's not enough time to plan, man.
No, there's not.
Think of it, though. Let's see.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, lost my train of thought.
Oh, I hate that. So Charles B says, so what are you making? We're making Princess Celestia. It's a pony plush. We got her head over here, and we made her legs, her body, and I'm making her a neck right now. Then we'll have to make her some wings, regalia. We'll sew on her eyes and her hair. And if you notice, she has a squeaker in her body and a bell in her head. This is going to get sold to my friend Edits Coon. You guys have seen him on the stream before. Let's see.
Am I missing something?
Aaron Davis says, I've heard that putting a thin piece of cardboard in the Joy-Con is supposed to fix it. Charles B says,
yeah.
What's the can in the bottom left corner? Left to you? Because that's just my margarita thing.
I was about to say, that looks like the top of your bottle.
Yeah. Oh. Angel of Speed says, "Can you make the main automatically wave around?" Yeah, I can put a fan behind it. That might help.
Just have Spike fly in front of it constantly. Wait, no, that'd be for the rarity plush.
Oh yes. Or the Luna plush. What a sparkle. Honey Drop the Unicorn says, "Heather, look up a channel called Dingle Doodle when you get a chance. This D&D Storytime channel. It's really fun." Scroll past a couple of D&D bits on TikTok, and it's usually pretty funny. I'm glad that other people have fun with it. I wonder why I can't have fun with it. I mean, it seems fun in concept. You know, when I did it, maybe I just wasn't playing with the right people that would get me enthused.
I think we're going to need to start you with a completely not serious campaign.
That's probably the only way I can do it.
Something paradoxical, though, is if you start with completely nonsense characters and you're allowed to go crazy with them, you grow very attached to them, so it becomes very serious very quickly.
You know, I kind of tried to do that with my D&D character at the time. I named her Tuna Sandwich because I really was not taking the whole thing seriously. I was one of the lizard races because I kind of just tried to liken D&D to Skyrim or, you know, anything in the Elder Scrolls series. And I like to play Argonians when I do that. So I was like, is there anything that's like the Argonians in Elder Scrolls? And they were just like, yeah, there's like a dragonborn race. You want to do that? I'm like, yeah. And I couldn't make up my mind on what race I wanted to be because there was the colorful dragons and the black dragons. So I made myself a hybrid of the silver and black dragons. My family was nobility, but I was a paladin who was also a big slut and an idiot. So, I was, of course, a big slut and an idiot. So that was fun a bit initially. But, like, I don't know. I just couldn't get like interested in what our plot of the thing actually was. Like I remember our first kind of quest, like it's like what made all our characters get stuck together is that a guy like threw us all into a dungeon because he had a personal vendetta against all of us. And I think his thing was that like at a party I fucked his boyfriend or something. No. And that's all I really remember. I can't remember the other shit we were trying to do. I think I died at one point and came back, but I was an oath breaker because, like, I don't know, something about I betrayed my goddess or some shit. I don't remember what happened. Michael Collins asks, Heather, what do you think of Fallout? It's fun in theory. Like, I've had fun with it. Not as much of it as I'd had with Skyrim, so I wouldn't say I'm as in love with the theming. Because, like, if you think about it, Fallout and Skyrim, they're both made by Bethesda. They're not the same games, but they're like the same type of games, but in a different setting. One of them is the nuclear Fallout, like war and shit, and you're dealing with that. And the other one is like, you know, fantasy, which I guess I enjoyed more because I like magic and I like being a lizard person. Don't ask me why, I just do.
Heather, please go be Bronny's impulse control.
Bronny Buck says, I found a lighter in my pocket. Heather, do you think my arm hair is flammable? I'm going to go test it.
Let's see what else we got here. So, all right, stream's delayed for me. Heather, are you still there? Okay, she seems to be gone for the moment. So chat, I'm gonna bring you up to speed with something that I was showing Heather before the stream. I today shell swapped a pair of gray Joy-Cons with an SNES hold on a minute. With an SNES shell. So and that was a process, let me tell you, because I bought the Joy-Cons off eBay. So not only did I have to shell swap, I also had to clean them, and something broke that wasn't supposed to break, so I had to fix it with a mound of packing tape. So that's fun. But these things are really cool. They look like an SNES controller, but they're Joy-Cons.
So he didn't light his arm hair on fire. He's like, can't believe you believe I'd do that. And I'm like, look, I doubt you would do it. But if you did, I don't need you, like, you just see him in the hallway running with his arm on fire, like, shit. And then he'd run into the kitchen to, like, set it out. And I'd just be here, like, yeah. So, to spare us all from that.
Solar Boom Cliffs, I am not going to say stun Among Us backwards.
I said it backwards in my head and I don't get it. Sug numma nuts. Oh no! It's a good one though. Right! Hey, say the thing. That reminds me of a joke. I think I might have said it on stream, but like, I got a customer call at work. And it was a guy calling, and he was being a Karen. And when a guy's acting like a Karen, you call him a Ken. And I'm like, oh my God. I was texting Brian at the same time because I don't take no customer complaints seriously. I was texting Brian at the time, like, oh my God, this guy sucks. He's being such a Ken. And then I'm like, would you like to leave your name with your complaint? And he goes, yes, my name is Kenneth. And I'm like, oh my God, Brownie, his name's actually Ken. So I get off the phone with that guy. But then Brownie texts me going like, hey, tell him, can you suck these nuts? Glad I didn't see that text when I was on the phone with him because I would have laughed.
I've been addicted to watching stream clips of female Twitch streamers getting dirty messages from chat. One of the best ones I remember is a joke. It was, what was it? So my friend got fired from his job the other day. I asked what happened. He said he stuck his dick in the potato peeler. I jokingly asked, oh, and what happened to the potato peeler? And he said, she got fired too. Alright, I need to turn up the speed on the stream because I get the feeling Heather's not there, but I can't see it.
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
Did you not hear my stuff I said?
No, I think some of your voice canceling or voice filtering stuff is canceling each other out.
Ah, shit. Oh, let me get close to the mic. Maybe that'll help.
Probably. We still need to get you a microphone arm.
Yeah, that would be useful.
Alright, well, I'm gonna be working my tail off while my computer's down, so I'll probably be able to send you something.
Pretty cool. Rutherford Note says, she get it! And I'm like, yeah, I do. It took me, like, saying it out loud and be like, oh, shit!
Oh yes. So Heather, while you were gone, I caught the chat up with my SNES Joy-Cons.
Tell them the situation.
Yep. Because there was another part of it that I didn't get a chance to tell you. So the thing with shell swapping Joy-Cons is that the system is still going to think that they're the color that they were. So for example, all the gray Joy-Cons I swapped, the system's going to think that they're still gray Joy-Cons. But there's a program where if you connect your Joy-Cons to your computer through Bluetooth, you can change what color they think they are. Didn't catch that.
No, I was just going to like, I think I get it.
Yeah, so like for example, let's say you picked up a pair of gray Joy-Cons and then ordered a pink Joy-Con shell kit off Amazon with gold buttons.
Yeah.
With the program, you would be able to tell the Switch, hey, or you'd be able to tell the Joy-Cons, hey, you are now pink with yellow buttons. And when you slide them into a Switch, they'll show up in the Switch as pink with yellow buttons.
I guess that'd be cool. Because I was like, I don't get it. Does that, like, do anything? But I guess aesthetically.
Mm-hmm. You can also do it with the Pro controllers.
I would like pink with gold buttons. It'd be nice. I think Michael Collins was telling, like, if he's talking about the Fallout games that were made before Fallout Fallout was, like, you know, commandeered by Bethesda, because I think before Bethesda, the people that made it, it wasn't like how it is now where it's an FPS but it's like open world. It was like a point and click kind of thing. I think my brother-in-law sent me a couple of the games like that, and I tried playing them like that, and I didn't really like catch on to it at first. There's a lot of interesting things that happen in them, though, from what I remember. Like, it was like the one where it had the guy who was fooled with a computer, and he tried to, like, you know, end the world because he's like, humanity, fuck that. But then, like, if you were smart enough, you could convince him, like, hey, you yourself are an abomination, so maybe kill yourself, and you can do that. Like, he will just kill himself. That was weird.
Mm.
Oh, Kitty, get under my legs. What are you doing? What are you doing, Kitty? What are you doing, Kitty?
So solar moon clips. I did go back and find that comment you were talking about. That is very interesting piece of Zelda game design.
Doman, Michael says. Like, that might have been him. Like I said, I'm not incredibly familiar, but I heard about that part, and I found it very interesting. What's the old game where, like, it's kind of post-apocalyptic, but, like, there's this faction of, like, humanoid cyborg things, and one of the gruesome segments in that game was that it, like, strapped you to a table and put you through a conveyor belt and, like, just showed that your arms and your legs got cut off and replaced with robotics, and just before, like, they can just take out your brain on this, like, conveyor belt of machinery, that's when your friends finally come in and save you, and now you just have robot legs and arms. And
You know, with enough painkillers, I'd probably be down for that conveyor belt.
dude, don't replace your bits with robot parts. Having skin is nice.
I mean, OC me canonically has a robotic right arm, so I'd be down for that one at least.
I guess just one robot arm's fine. You do fun stuff, but I don't know. I don't think I want all my bits replaced. Kind of like my hands. Kind of like my hands.
Yeah, one robot arm is fine. Now, with robot legs, I'm of the opinion that it's either all or nothing. Because imagine how off-kilter it would be, like, yeah, I have this one super powerful robot leg. I can squat 3,000 pounds and take a hole in titanium. And then I got this fleshy leg on the other side.
Okay, I get that, because, like, that's just, you know, an off, like, it's unbalanced, so you gotta get, like, you know, it's like, oh man, I just got this one leg lobbed off, and so I had to get a prosthetic. I might as well just lob off the other one, because then they won't be the equal amount of strong.
Mm-hmm.
You know, prosthetic legs for, like, a person. I forget what I saw it in, but it was like a video. And, like, they gave her a prosthetic leg that had, like, a foot that wasn't a foot. It was like a steel thing that was kind of in the shape of a C. And
running leg.
yeah, running leg. That's exactly what it was, because the video was of her running with it. Like, man, does that make you fast? Does it, like, it seems like it would bounce you.
Yeah, so, with the hook shape is actually the most ideal shape for our feet to be. It's just the reason our feet are the way they are is because hands kind of got forced into being feet from our primate ancestors.
So if I do lose both my legs, I will get the running feet. Then I'll be even faster. Kitty decided to rest here.
Aww.
So y'all watch that new Hell of a Boss episode? Pretty neat. No spoilers, because it hasn't been out a week. Actually, tomorrow it would have been out a week because it came out on Halloween. But Bronny got me a denim black jacket because I've been wanting one because I had a blue, just regular denim jacket, and I started to put all my MLP pins on it. And then I realized I had to have some hotel pins and it'd be cool to put them on a jacket, but I didn't want to put them on the same jacket as the MLP jacket because that wouldn't really fit the theming. So I kept saying to Bronny, like, you gotta get a black denim jacket so I could put all my Half-Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss pins on it. And he just went and bought me one. And I finally found my lanyard that had most of my Hell of a Boss Has-Been Hotel pins on it, and I had this new pin that my friend Louie had gotten me. I finally put those on the jacket. I think I need a few more pins, though. For one, I have an Alistair pin that I don't know where it is right now. I can't recall what I did with it. But also, I want to get some Blitz pins to put on one side, because on one of my breast pockets I have my 2 Stolas pins, so on the other one I want to put, like, 2 Blitz pins. I wonder how long this neck should be. It should be pretty long because she's supposed to be Celestia. I'll start to crease.
Hey Heather, question.
Uh-huh.
Have you been keeping up with the reveals for Pokemon Legends Arceus?
I have not.
Do you mind if I tell you about them?
Sure, go ahead. I'm totally cool with that.
Alright, so the latest Pokemon they revealed were Hisuian forms of Zorua and Zoroark.
Ooh, I bet those are cute.
Let me fire some pictures into the Cats of Crochet chat.
Oh, who's going to be with us tonight? That'd be cool. Oh, he said that a while ago, so who knows what's going on here.
Open image view tab. Do the same for this one. Copy. Paste. Nope. Copy the link. Paste. And copy this one.
That looks totally emo. Man, I haven't said emo in so long. I don't even remember what it sounds like anymore. Oh yeah, it looks totally emo. I wonder what made it develop into what it is like, in modern Pokemon times.
So actually, the modern Pokemon, apparently the modern Dark-type Zorua is the precursor to this one. It got forced out of its home because people didn't like it for its illusions, so it moved to more frigid climates where it died. And its vengeance and spite towards humans allowed it to be reborn as a normal ghost type.
Oh man, that's pretty fucked up.
Yeah, so normal ghost, nutty typing. It has 3 immunities and 1 weakness. Ironically enough, that one weakness is dark.
You know, you remember watching the video for like how they were talking about a few of the new Pokemon in Legend Arceus, and they just bring up this evolved form of Basculin. It's like a Basculin evolves into this when it devours the souls of the other Basculin that didn't make it through the spawning season, and blah blah blah. And then so it's really fast and it swims through all this old water. And don't forget about this deer. And I'm like, wait. We just want to like speed past that entire part about how it's like eating souls and shit, or like being possessed or
I
something.
like Basculegion.
Yeah, what the fuck? Basket Legion, it's like, yeah, for real. That is freaking possessed. That is some ghost shit.
Hi, Edits.
How's it going?
Hey, Kuma.
It's going.
I can tell. I feel like I'm an hour late.
You might be.
Well, you're not. You're an
Uh,
hour and 17 minutes late.
Damn it, what'd I miss?
Everything.
Do you think this neck is long enough, or should I make it longer?
A bit longer. Go for an inch more. I'm going for the, what is it called? Like, there's that one person I follow on Twitter that makes Celestia have a long neck. I forgot the name of that one artist, but yeah, he makes a long neck Celestia, and that's why I'm like, yeah, make it a long neck.
Make her a giraffe.
Yeah, basically.
Okay, you're. Okay.
Oh, anyway, back to Hisui and Zorua. I don't like its lore.
What's the lore behind it? Like it being just pissed off at humanity?
Yeah, like it was the dark type one first, and it died and came back as a ghost because of its spite and hate, malice towards humanity.
Yeah, that's
Like-
just super sad.
I don't like it. It doesn't make sense. It would make more sense if this is the original form, and its illusions came from its spectral power over the ghostly plane, and it moved into cities later on in search of food, where it became the dark type because its white coat stood out too much, so it turned black, and it maintained the illusions from its ghost typing phase, even though it's no longer a ghost type.
I see what you're saying.
This feels like a what do you call it? Podcasting crochet. Not
Pretty
really.
much.
Not really chaos. Okay, so what can I throw in that's chaotic?
Here, I'll make
Florida.
my cat dance.
Yeah, do that. That's chaotic. What else can we throw into the bucket? Should I bite down on this battery?
Drink
No.
the bottle, but I don't think I should have another glass.
Listen, Scott the Waz, battery corrosion is not good for you.
It sounds like a fun time to get. Don't do it. Kids, don't do it. Battery acid's not a good thing. It belongs in Teslas and car batteries, not your mouth.
Can I tell you what the heck this chick did? Like a knife the other day. She was meowing at us as usual because at dinner she always wants like a piece of meat or something. And I think I've told you guys, like I've like just held up food to her before just to smell, just so she can like smell what I'm eating. Because unless it's like meat, she normally doesn't give a fuck. And the one time, like I scooped up some ice cream in a spoon, like I was like, here, smell this, it's ice cream. And then she just smelled it. Then she licked it and she went back to sleep, and I'm like, huh. And then I ate it because I was drunk and I didn't care. So I was just like, whatever, into the kiss. But then this week, I was eating some yogurt in bed, and she came in, and I was just eating the yogurt, and she was like, meow, and I'm like, you don't even like this, so sniff it, it's yogurt. And she sniffed it, and she was about to, like, just shove her face in it. I'm like, you don't eat it. You're a cat, you don't like yogurt. She goes like, I like dairy. And I'm like, what the fuck? Then the other day, I made some snickerdoodle cookies. Snickerdoodle cookies. And I was just eating one in the hall, and she just meowed at me like that. And I'm like, these are cookies. You don't like cookies. You're a cat. Here, smell it. And she smelled it, and she actually tried to eat it. And I'm like, what? You don't like cookies. You never liked cookies before.
Maybe it's a different cat. I bet you it's a different cat.
Knife, are you still the same cat? No other cat reacts this much to me shoving a finger in their ear. I mean, look at that shit. Just kicking.
That is
Oh, she
weird.
loves that.
Yeah, that's
That's a
Calm
very
down, Knife.
that's a very
Calm
unique
down.
trait. I haven't seen any other cats do that.
That can be hurtful.
I think it hurts her because she keeps wanting me to do
Oh
it.
no, I meant careful. You're gonna cause Knife to do some violence.
Oh
'Cause it's
yeah,
Knife.
her freaking foot will scratch me sometimes.
Yeah, see, knives are sharp. Be careful, kids.
She is very sharp.
Ooh. If you want to add some chaos to this chaos crochet,
hmm
Okay.
so for months now, I have been trying to figure out what my fifth favorite Pokemon is, and it has so far been a tie between Runerigus and Surfetch'd.
Surfetch'd.
Hisuian Zoroark is going to steal it from both of them. I can already feel it.
Sounds like a fun time.
And fun fact for any of you who aren't keeping up with my Pokemon Sword series, my Surfetch'd is named Brawny Duck.
Alright, Solar Moon Clips has a question for Princess Heather P. Blossom and friends. Have you heard of the new Adult Swim show Come and Learn with Pippi?
Actually, I've
No.
heard the audio. Like, it's really weird. Like, it starts off as a kid's show, but then it's like, no, the reality's being ripped apart. Your friend gets fucking murdered. Something happened. I don't know. I got really confused.
Oh, so it's almost like Phineas and Ferb, only add in some dye.
Yeah, I don't know. Some TV network thing. Burning Donut, though, was saying that makes their ear itch. It can cause an ear infection. You know, we've had Knife's ears looked at because this has always been a thing with her and have had her ears flushed out. I've had groomers clean up her ears. Like, there's just been so much done to her ears. And yeah, they get dirty, but like, there's no infection. We've had them looked at. She has just got some sensitive ears, I guess. I don't know.
And she diabetic. She can eat cookies.
No, that's exactly what I told her. You're diabetic. You cannot have cookies. You cannot have cookies. You cannot have
That
my
probably-
favorite cookies.
Diabetes.
Yeah, you have diabetes, Knife. You can't be eating my yogurt and cookies. You can have meat. That's what you can have. You like meat. You like chicken. You like chicken. You like turkey. You like beef. I think I fed you.
No. She likes chicken. She likes liver. Meow mix, please deliver.
You can't feed her no meow mix. Meow mix is full of carbs and sugars. They try to tell you it's fucking meat. There ain't no goddamn meat in there. It's what made her diabetic.
Oh, then do pause. I'm pretty sure you know what Stater Brothers is. Get pause. Oh yeah, you're in Florida.
Yeah, we have Publix over here. Thank you very much.
Yeah, screw Stater Brothers. Since I don't work there, I'm gonna tell you guys I hate Stater Brothers. They have such a way with trying to make you work harder. It's like, no, that seems kind of like abuse. You're basically trying to trick me into working harder because you need to if our team can make this much, then you should be able to do the whole store. And it's like that doesn't sound proper. You're basically telling me if everyone's gone, I can do what they all can do. Fuck. No, thank you. I'm done. Bye.
Some bullshit.
Yeah. Since it's been at least over 3-4 months since I left that place and got a different job, they have an interesting way with things. They're a unionized place, so like yes, they have benefits, but one thing I've noticed is despite them being unionized, they try to cheat you out of a lot of things. You know? It's not fun. Union is good, but if they're paying off the union to not help its workers, there's something wrong there. There's something interesting, fishy going on. Only thing.
That's
Yeah.
this is helpful.
Sorry, say it again. What's going on? I'm sorry. I keep cutting you off.
I'm sorry. I was just outraged by your situation. I'm like, the fucking paying off the union shit. That is what the union is for. That's just ridiculous. They're supposed to help the workers. That's what's wrong.
Yeah.
With
This is what's fascinating. During the whole entire COVID pandemic, they made me double down on working. Like they were literally going to go, oh yeah, since you're not doing a very good job, we're going to cut your hours by half. And I'm like, oh, I see how it is. Okay, COVID hits, panic buying, everything starts coming at once, and then also shipments are like 10 times big, like at least 6 months before the pandemic really, did its full swing. So it's just, since everybody's panic buying, you have to double, triple down on your workflow. Screw you having any time off. You're working here every single day, 12 hours a night, And it's just, you gotta stock up these shelves. We'll help you when we can when the store opens. Which, interesting enough, during the whole pandemic, they kind of left us until 8 a.m., so to speak. I mean, they had to keep the doors locked. That was an interesting time. But what really kind of soured me is after a while, the union actually came out and said, "Hey, because the news is talking about $2 wages, and President Trump said something about, or I don't know, probably Gavin Newsom said something about, oh, everybody gets a $2 raise if they're working during the pandemic. Like, oh, cool, $2 raise, I'll take it. That actually means I get to take home at least $800 a week, right? And then what goes on during that is once Christmas comes around, they go, "Oh, since the pandemic seems to be calming down, we're opening up. We're taking away the wages." What's funny though is the union's fighting to keep the wages, but did they want to? Like, it was weird. At that moment, they tried to fight to keep the wages. They kind of just went, "All right, it's done. Good luck, guys. The pandemic's over." And then my boss is like, "Oh, hey, yeah, you're gonna go into the reset stuff." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, I guess I'll do that because that sounds fun. I get to travel to different parts." Didn't know that I would end up be traveling the whole entire high desert kind of willy nilly. On top of that, my old Hyundai Sonata started having problems. So I was like, okay, this kind of sucks. So I had to use my brother's car, then I bought a new Mazda, which I'm happy with that Mazda, honestly. But yeah, during the whole entire reset thing, they said, "Hey, if you're doing the reset, we could pop out your pay," which is nice. But also, you can't go to any hotels. Don't even think about taking hotels because if you do, you can get fired. And I'm like,
What?
but it says on the paper, that hey, I can talk to someone about getting a hotel so I can be accommodated for at the town that I'm going to be going to. And they said, "No, we don't want to deal with that. Just drive over. We don't want you to do that shit." So the past few times I've been sneaking, like, because I have an aunt who lives in Palmdale, and a couple of the coworkers I know who live out in the high desert also said, "Oh yeah, we'll house you. Just don't say anything." So I did that because I had to hit Stater Brothers in Ridgecrest and Stater Brothers in Barstow, Stater Brothers in Hesperia, Victorville. I was happy when it came to freaking Palmdale because it's just an hour drive for me. But freaking Hesperia, freaking Ridgecrest, and all that. That's if it's over a 2 hour drive, give me the hotel. It's cheaper for the business. You know what I mean? That's what pissed me off. I mean, I'm happy that I got to walk away with like $1,000 a week, but come on, that's it fucked me up. I almost got in the car accidents. I almost got ran off the road many times. I honestly could have done a lot of illegal things to get there.
That's incredibly ridiculous. That not getting a hotel? What is that?
Like
what? And
over a 2 hour drive for
business.
night too. During high traffic on the way back, it's like, fuck this. And then once that reset stuff was all done, they sent me back, and it's like, all right, so technically I'm a clerk now. But one thing that really baffled me is now that I'm back at my regular store, this is the only Stater Brothers that's in the Ventura County position, right? Like it's the only store that's outside of LA County jurisdiction. Funny to say, right when they finished reset, I heard LA was saying, "Oh, hey, we're upping the minimum wage for everyone to like $5 more," and I'm like, "Wow, what about us here in Ventura County? Oh yeah, we don't care about you guys." And then what's weird too is there's a lot of coworkers I've met from the Santa Clarita store that went over to the Simi Valley store to help work for them because, well, it turns out some workers quit. Lo and behold, it's just a really fucked situation, dude. Yeah, like
Glad you're not.
yeah, but say it again.
I'm glad you're not a part of that anymore. That's really fucked, dude. You get hurt doing that kind of shit.
Yeah, exactly. And once I've learned that, hey, they want to put me into the check stand clerk position, it's not really the same pay as I would get at night. But yet they're saying, hey, you get a $1 raise if you go to the check stand clerk position. But yeah, I was making that same amount of money at night because they give you benefits for working at night, which is like, I think they said like 50 cents for overnight work. And on top of that, since you're working through to the next day, we'll give you like a 15-cent bonus. And if you work Sundays, you get another 33-cent bonus. You know, it's like, cool. That just kind of equals me out to even if I got the check stand clerk position. So it came down to it, and I just walked out. I told some of the coworkers there, be surprised if I come back. Okay? Be surprised if I come back. And I went in like 2 days later, went up to my assistant manager and said, here's a note, this is when I left. Bye. Because my family was kind of bugging me, like, oh, you got to do the 2 week notice, Jeremy. You can't just up and walk out. They can assume you fired. And I'm like, well, what can I do? Should I give them a note then? Oh yeah, the note's possible because then it's obligation. They can't just fire you if you give them a note that you left on that day. I'm like, oh, okay, here's the note. Bye. you know. And since then, I actually feel much better.
Bet you do, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still working minimum wage here, but at least I'm with a bunch of people that actually treat me like family now. I mean, it's a faux shop. They don't pay well, but it's worth it.
Yeah, just make sure they don't bring that toxic family fucking mentality where it's like you have loyalty to us, you owe us for hiring you, you have unconditional obligations to us. Always make sure it's like, hey, I know you can't pay me a lot, but you are gonna pay me. You're gonna pay me overtime. You're gonna give me the breaks that I'm owed, man.
Yeah. At least it's what's nice is usually if I work overtime with them, they're like, "Oh, hey, since you're staying with us overtime, don't worry about having to clock out your breaks, and go ahead and sit down and have a meal. We'll make you a meal."
Yeah.
Like little things like that. That says something. I mean, I get it. At Stater Brothers, they do give us meals from time to time, but usually since those meals are brought to us during the day, when we become the night crew, it's kind of they're already picked at, and we get like the end pickings. Kind of sad, but it is what it is over there. And so I left. What's now another interesting story. One of the coworkers I knew at the Stater Brothers I worked at told me that the business has been trying to kick him out because he's on old contract, and I think since 2008 or whatever, union changed their contract, which is kind of a red flag. There's a lot of talk going on in the chat. Let's see what's going on. Johnny Buck says sounds illegal. I'd hurt people. That's also legal. It's time to hurt people. So welcome to the legal side of big business. Yep. I mean, Stater Brothers is a pretty big business. They're local, but they're pretty big. They're like $1 billion business. I don't deal with that kind of thing anymore. I just hurt people. Why do you think I left, right? And then Collins Gaming says, why, Brawny? Isn't hurting people wrong? Hurting people is wrong, but if the people are, breaking your back to work shit pay, only to end up with them kind of going, oh no, don't worry about it, bye, kind of leave at the dust, that's hurting yourself. They're hurting you at that case. I mean, I had to give up a lot of family time just to work at Staters. And at least the manager at the Stater Brothers knew that I was kind of struggling, but everyone else didn't give two shits. And I mean, it's funny too because a lot of the coworkers I knew even said, "Dude, you're still young. Get out when you can." And I'm like, "You guys, I can respect. The people who seem to kind of like hold you back, I don't respect as much because they're like, oh, how can you do that if you can't do this in this job perfectly fine?" And I'm like, well, it's because you guys are on my ass all the time, Because people like that don't learn without getting hurt. I don't like hurting people, but I end up hurting more people, but not correcting the behavior. And then Davis says, I think I went away for something, then working at the nursing home, realized I didn't miss it, and so I just didn't go back. So it was kind of my chance, accidental or something, but also kind of intentional. Yeah, I mean, take it from me just up and leaving Stater Brothers was intentional. Because it's like, they're kind of just leaving me, not giving me like consideration. So it's like, yeah, fuck this. I literally like probably did a lot of numbers on my back and knees. So best I leave before I turn 30. Screw that job. I'm telling you guys, retail, at least get into something that's more reasonable. If you think if it's a union job, don't expect it to be better, because as far as I'm concerned, people who are on the union get tenure. And if they get tenure, they stay back and they get bitter.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bitter people.
I got a second job recently because my day job is enough to pay the bills, but not much after that. Like, there's not a lot of money left over, and the holidays are coming, and so I signed on with a discount store that's like on the corner of some streets over here, only 5 minutes away from us. And I told them I'd only want to work night shifts. That way I could always work my day job. I'm about to go in next week for 2 shifts from 5:30 to 9:30 or whatever. And yeah, it's gonna be a minimum wage job in chunks, so I'm a little nervous yet a little interested into what I'm gonna encounter with that. I'm obviously not gonna prioritize the job, and if it starts doing some things I'm not cool with, I'm gonna immediately just be like, look, if you're not gonna work with me, I'm just gonna leave because you are not my main source of income and I can live without you. I'm here because I want a little extra, but if you're costing me too much mentally or physically, I'm gonna leave. Like, so far, the
Yeah,
manager seems
exactly.
nice and all that stuff, but, like, I'm not gonna take a lot of shit for something that's, like, I don't need to live on.
Hmm. You know, one thing I've learned during all these job things, though,
What's that?
I really enjoy stuff that, like, for example, when I did the cleaning stuff, like cleaning or working in food industry, it's a give and take, but when I did a lot of the cleaning, it was kind of relaxing and kind of therapeutic in a way. You clean the whole store, you clean the whole area. It's kind of nice to see your work go, wow, that was actually nice. But stocking shelves, guys, no, no, no. Almost breaking your wrist and back, no, 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 not worth it. Yeah, you might get health benefits, but you can also get better health benefits if you work for that company. That'll probably treat you way better. Yeah.
It's interesting you say that. I don't know. I've never felt it's okay for a while. Just, but it sucks when there's just like a whole bunch of it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. I've cleaned this house a few times by myself because Bronny's had to go to work or has been busy, and I'm just like, you know what, I'll take care of it. I never, like, I don't like it, but I can do it.
Hmm.
But I've never found it therapeutic. I mean, it is nice. Like, I like it at the end where I start lighting some candles because, like, after I'm done cleaning the bathrooms or whatever, I like to light up some candles I keep in there to just and leave them burning for a little bit to just fill the room with a nice scent before I blow them out. That's
Oh
really
yeah.
cool. I also have a
I'll,
incense
I'll
that
put
I
it this
start to
way.
burn.
I'll put it this way. Have you ever walked on a hard floor, no carpet, just on a hard floor, walking along, and dirt's just sticking to your foot, and you're like, eh, oh god, ew, dirt, and you're just like, okay, I gotta clean this.
Yeah,
And after you clean it, you're like, nice, you know, that kind of therapeutic. You know what I mean?
you know
Like
what?
it's a little thing. It's like, oh, that looks nasty, and you just gotta scrub it away, and it's like, that's nice now. It looks brand new.
You know what the problem is that I'm probably bad at cleaning. At least it's sweeping. Because I'll sweep and I swear I've swept this house so many times and I'd like to wear socks because if I walk around here with just like no shoes on with bare foot, like I'll come up with my foot and there'll be like little bits of dust or hair or whatever on it because there's stuff on the floor and I'm just like, damn it, swept these floors. Why is there still stuff? You know?
Maybe it's Brawny. Ask Brawny about that. Maybe
Damn it,
he's wearing shoes in the house.
damn it, Roddy, are you dirtying my floors? Told you not to dirty my floors. Though we do have people coming in
You
here
still
with
have it?
shoes a lot. Like we host exercise groups at least twice a week, and they'll come to our
Mm.
house for dinner, and we all have dinner together, and it's nice. But they all wear their shoes in the house. We don't want to
Yeah,
bother.
maybe start doing a policy of keep shoes at the door. My family is kind of risen that way, where it's like we always have the shoes by the door.
That
It's
could
nice.
could
Say it
be
again.
that could be an idea. I feel kind of.
Yeah.
I guess it is our house, so I could ask them to do that, but I'd hate it if they weren't comfortable with it. I don't know. Bronny
If you're not
asked.
uncomfortable with it, I get it.
Bronny was asking, do you still have that problem after I sweep the floors? Nah, yeah, it's been a problem since we've moved here. Like, we sweep the floors a lot and we clean them, but I still, like, I'll get debris on my foot. Like, I don't like walking around barefoot. Maybe that's just the thing. You're gonna have floors that, like, no matter how much you sweep them, there's still stuff.
Yeah, it's my policy to take shoes off at the door, but I haven't paid attention to if they're following it for a while. And then also, Michael says sometimes vacuums will split the dirt back out. Yeah, exactly. Like your best bet. I mean, I use a flipper in my room. It does the job. You know what I mean?
We
Like
really
you
do gotta
spray the floor,
get a
wipe
Swiffer.
it away.
We mostly just actually use brooms. Like today, Saturday is like my chore day. Saturday, I get up and like I'll eat breakfast, and the first couple of things I'm gonna do I clean both bathrooms. I'll clean Knife's area, like clean out her litter box and hose down her mat and like sweep up the laundry room. And yeah, Bronny usually sweeps the house, but I've been doing it. Just sweep everywhere. But yeah, it's just what was I going on about this for?
Yeah.
We don't I
Um,
use vacuums on the carpets. I don't use a vacuum on the rest of the house. Do need to get a Swiffer.
Vacuum carpets and then swift the floors. I mean, first sweep them, then swift.
Sweep and then Swiffer.
Yeah, because then you get a lot of the dirt out of the way. Because if you think about it, if you're just sweeping or if you're just vacuuming, you're still throwing dust. That's probably what's going on.
Maybe I should. We have a Swiffer, but we use it strictly on the exercise room. Because you got to keep that. You got to keep that especially sanitary because humans sweat and junk is flying everywhere in there.
Them and their icky germs and probably hands that have not been cleaned. Gross.
Yeah, as it is, like these guys, like when we're exercising with the guys, these guys sweat a lot, and sometimes I'm even going up to a machine and I'll spray some disinfectant on. I'm like, look, you soaked this thing, man. I don't want to sit on it. Guys, they sweat a lot. They sweat.
What sweaters, guys? Like, I mean, it's okay to sweat as long as you clean up yourself, please. I don't know why I have that kind of thing with myself. If I leave like my own kind of like fluids behind, I'm like, that's just gross. I feel like a gross person. Wipe. You know.
Big deal. Like, I'll just spray some disinfectant and I feel fine about it. And at the end of it, Bronny always makes the announcements. All right, guys, exercise is over. Make it safe, which by that he means sanitize the fuck out of this place. Like, spray disinfectant, sweep it, Swiffer it. I don't want to see a single drop of human salt on this ground.
There you go. Dang it, I thought I told them to wipe the benches down after they use it. Apparently you didn't, Bronny. You gotta put down the hammer. You're the man of the house.
They just
And
forget.
Heather's the law. Oh, you know, actually, funny to say, you know what my grandpa told me? Like, when I was growing up? He told me while we were watching over 5 kids, this is how he laid down the policy. Your mom makes the laws. I enforce the laws because I'm the father. You know, it's like, well, okay. Heather, Bronny, you should do something like that. Heather, you make the rules. Bronny, you hammer those rules.
I'm gonna make a rule that he's gonna hate, and he's gonna have to enforce it, and that'd be really funny. But
It would be.
they forget sometimes, and it's okay. I can spray it, I can wipe it. It's not a big deal. We sanitize the place at the end. I mean, it's not gonna kill me to like sit on a bench that they've sweat on. It's not gonna. I take a shower right after we do this stuff.
Yeah, it's better to take a shower. It's refreshing after a workout, you know?
Oh yeah, and I think it's the best. It makes sure that you get as little acne as possible because you can't just let that sweat settle on your skin after a workout. That's how you just start breaking out. At least for me, that would happen.
Oh, I should tell my friend David that.
If you're exercising, you gotta be showering right after because you're letting all that sweat and gunk clog up your pores. It's gonna get all dirty. You start breaking out, man. You gotta shower. You gotta shower after workouts.
Yeah, exactly. Unless you're gross, a gross human being. I bet you the people who leave their sweat and stay sweaty and all that are the ones that don't clean their toilet seat after.
I don't like that. I don't like that thought. Please settle on it.
Probably true. Take it from me. If I made a little, splashage, clean it. You know?
Thank you, Kun. I'm glad that you do that, but
Chaos.
that is a pet peeve of mine also, because like I've had to be in the position where like because cleaning bathrooms I guess is my thing when it comes to housework because I'm used to doing it because my mom always used to give me that chore. I hate it. It's a pain in the ass, but I can do it. And I'll do that for where I live. But
Yeah.
I hate it. It's like when you just clean the toilet and you scrub it all up and you wipe down the top part even and you did the side things. And then you come back at some point later in the day and someone took a big old dump in it. And or like they do something and they don't clean up after themselves, and I'm just like, I just cleaned this.
You know what's even worse than that? You get finished cleaning the bathroom. It's pristine. It's the best you've ever seen it. And then right as you put everything back, you're like, I really have to use the bathroom right now.
You know what I'll do then? I'll go to the bathroom I didn't just clean. Because I have 2 bathrooms. And you know what? Even if I do have to use the bathroom, you know what I'm going to do? I'm only cleaning the toilet bowl. I'm only dirtying the toilet bowl. I'll just clean it again. All you gotta do is throw that little detergent in there, give it a little scrubby scrub, and it's clean again.
Bada boom, easy. A little,
wait.
slow.
I just realized there is something even worse than that.
What's worse than that?
Being halfway done cleaning the bathroom and needing to use the bathroom.
Leave the toilet for last. I'll tell you that now. Just leave it for last. That's what I say when it comes to cleaning a whole bathroom. Because think about it, the toilet's the dirtiest thing in the bathroom.
No.
Leave it for last.
Counterpoint.
Guys.
You do the floor last so that you can clean the floor as you back away towards the door so that you're not walking over the cleaned floor.
Okay, good point. Good point. So basically, toilet, then floor.
No, guys, listen to me. Listen to me. I'm an expert on this. You know what I do first is I sweep the floor first, and then I do the toilet, and then I'm like start working backward. Because like, well, the master bathroom is very small here. The guest bathroom is bigger. But that also depends. Like, are you cleaning the shower this week? But you know what? You say the toilet is the dirtiest part. That's not necessarily true. You know what I heard? I listened to this on the radio. I know that makes me sound old. But they're like, what do you think is like the dirtiest part of your bathroom? And people are like, oh, the toilet, right? And they're like, no, actually, have you ever thought about the towel rack and how that never gets cleaned? Because who the fuck thinks about the towel rack? Because you clean that toilet like every week, man. And how many people are actually using it? But the towel rack you never clean, and you're always hanging your freaking towel all over it, and you don't wipe it off. And ever since I heard that, I've been wiping my towel rack.
It makes me think of how many, like, maybe that towel's been used a lot more, you know, in one sitting. You know what I mean? Like, you use it like 1 or 2 times. I use my towel at least 2 times. Then I throw it for the wash. You know, I use one side to dry myself, then I use the other side to dry myself, then it's in the wash. Some people use it for 2-3 times. To me, that's a bit far, but I totally get where you're getting at because you use the towel at least 2-3 times. It sits on the towel rack. Think about all that body juices that would sit there. Even though you're clean, there still will be some dirt on you, you know?
Yeah.
You can't be too clean.
But with the towel thing, when you say times, do you mean like that by week? Because, like, you can use the same towel for a week, but don't use it, like, much longer than that. Like, that's my policy. It's like, I'll use the, like, because I do the laundry on Saturday, too, or Ronnie will do it, whichever one of us. He's got to remember to throw in the dryer sheets, though, because I can tell when he doesn't use them. That's when the clothes are extra staticky. But,
Please tell me you don't use fabric softener in the towel load.
What do you mean?
Fabric softener in the towel load. I kind of wash my towels with my clothes.
Okay. Fabric softener will clog the fibers of towels and make them less effective for drying.
That is a good point. Depends on the towel, too.
That's a good note. That's a good note. But, what was I talking about? Towels? I don't know. Well, we do laundry on Saturday, and usually that's when I just take all the towels in the bathroom, throw them into the laundry basket, and put out new towels. Because, like, I don't know, using a towel, and I take take a shower every day. I just don't wash my hair every day. I wash my hair only 3 times a week. But, I don't know, how many times would that mean I'm using my towel if I'm using it Saturday, Monday?
I forget which comedian said this, but his method for using towels was that he had 2 towels. This one's wet, and that one's dry, and the next day this one's wet, and that one's dry. You flip-flop for about a month, throw them out, go to a hotel, get some more.
Go to a hotel. I mean, pretty smart. It's the towels are sitting there complimentary, so take them, right?
Hold on, before I forget. Last 9 minutes of the stream, Any last minute comments, questions, or concerns, please say them now or hold your silence until the next stream. You think that's still sanitary?
Who knows? Those towels must have been used, right?
I mean, I guess, like, if you get new towels at a hotel, they're technically washed, at the very least.
Yeah, but what if they haven't been washed, and in fact, the housekeeping forgot to took the towels out, and the last person there just learned how to hang the towels properly. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to think about that too hard. Please, thank you. We go to hotels a lot because we go to conventions and stuff. I don't want to have to think if that towel has been used. I don't want to have to pack my own towel to go to hotels, Coon.
Don't worry. They clean them 98% of the time. That's probably wrong, but hey, they're clean.
My mom used to work at an
60%
extended
of the
stay.
time, they're clean every time.
My mom used to work at one of those places, so I trust that they do. Though she worked at an extended stay America. I like those hotels because like they're the hotels that kind of give you a partial kitchen with like a stove.
Ooh, that's nice. I like when they give you a stove or a microwave, and it's like, wow, this is a 5-star hotel. But to American standards, it's a pretty low-end hotel. I gotta say, there's a crack in the floor. You should fix that.
Totally. I remember one time. I think I was going to Equestria LA or something to see, and I saw you there. But the extended stay America I stayed at, like they didn't give us one room, they gave us 2. So I got a hotel room all to myself with like a kitchen and everything. And my mom and my sister shared the other room. That was funny.
Nice. That's actually pretty cool. It's probably because your mom worked for extended, right?
Probably. I don't remember the situation exactly. We definitely got a discount, so that's probably why it happened like that.
Yeah, because I think I remember you telling me your mom had connections for such hotels.
Oh,
Battleship Agent. I still have a problem saying that. Battleship High Princess has Pristine shown herself recently.
seemed a good bit, so I don't know. She did used to come on here from time to time, but I haven't seen her in a good few months, I don't think. Maybe a month. I don't want to overestimate how long it's been, but yeah, I haven't, now that you mention it, I haven't seen her in a while. I wonder where she is. I should check up on her and see how she's doing.
Yeah.
All us alicorns used to hang out a little bit.
Well, yeah, fun. I heard myself out there.
Man,
How's the crochet plush coming along?
is this neck for you? You like that?
That's a pretty long neck.
Hell yeah, you want that?
And now I feel dirty about this. Why?
Make it weird, dude. You made it weird. If you like it, say you like it. It's gonna be yours. See, I need your opinion. I'm stuffing it.
Well, the head is pretty long. Slightly longer, and you're good to go. I'll let you know when it's too long.
Actually, hold on. Look at this. My God, it's already pretty long, Toon. Look at that shit.
About 3 more layers. How about that? 3 more little crochet
Okay.
layers.
Okay. Gonna be
Michael Collins Gaming says, well, alicorns are the greatest out of all the pony races after all. Yeah, because they're superior. They have wings, horn, and they're a
masterclass.
By the way, be careful who you say it to.
Well, be careful.
Okay, don't be careful. Your life, your rules. I can't tell you what to do. Oh, 5 minutes.
Last 5 minutes of the stream. Last 5 minutes of the stream. And last minute comments, questions, or concerns, please say them now or forever hold your silence until the next stream. The next stream's gonna be Chaos and Controllers again. We're gonna do more spookies. You can handle
Might
that.
be this time.
We might. Like 700.
You know what I should do? I should find you guys a Thanksgiving game to play for later.
Thanksgiving game?
Yeah, thanks. Let me see if there's any Thanksgiving game.
Just anything with a turkey.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, there's a... Okay, no, that's pie eating. I'm talking about computer games, Mr. Okay, computer games, computer games.
Michael Collins says, isn't October over? And I'm like, yes, it is, but we can still do Chaos and Controllers. We want to finish Spookies, and after that, we can do a different video game.
Wonder what game we
Yeah.
should do. Because it will be past October, so I probably won't do another spooky one. That doesn't feel in season.
By the way, there's one thing I gotta say. Let's stick to Thanksgiving after the spook game is over. Thanksgiving until Thanksgiving is over. Until Black Friday hits. Then can we jingle our way to New Year's.
Yeah, I think the November game should be Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild. I do have that on my Switch, and I haven't really gotten far in the game, so I could always do that. But
Don't worry, I'm finding more games for playing.
Yeah, but to anyone in chat who thought Chaos and Controllers was an October thing, nah, Chaos and Controllers has been in the works since I spec'd Heather's new PC.
hell the fuck yeah.
You don't need to say the gaming part. It's just there to let people know that my content is gaming.
But how will they?
Okay, Michael Collins Gaming.
If Michael Collins or Michael Collins Gaming, what if another Michael Collins comes in? How we
Oh, hey, Aaron Davis. You can totally stream without a capture card. It's gonna be janky, but you can do it. If Heather can do it, you can do it.
Do I?
Yeah, get the Elgato 4K 60 Pro.
Okay.
But no, the capture card has nothing to do with Alan Wither's game streaming so far because it was PC games. When she starts playing Switch games, then she'll need the capture card so that she can pump the Switch video into the computer.
Yeah, use OBS, what Burning Donut said.
OBS. It's OBS.
OBS, the platform.
Jesus.
So yeah, we still need to set you up with a proper streaming layout.
Actually, I figured out what the problem was. I rolled and I feel like a freaking idiot. We didn't save it in scenes, we saved it in profiles. And it was there!
Well, no, I need like having a border around the game, your face cam down towards the bottom whatever corner or top whatever corner, not in front of the game. Twitch or not Twitch, because you don't stream on Twitch. Alerts for like new subscribers and that sort of thing.
Oh, that, yeah, I don't know nothing about that, so that's gonna take a little bit of time.
1 more minute of the stream. Let me throw on the sirens.
Last minute comments, questions, or concerns, please say them now for ultrasounds till the next stream. Unless it turns into 12 o'clock, then you can shut the hell up. To anyone who thought I was just wearing a very short dress, joke's on you. I'm wearing shorts. Ha! You thought you were getting some, but you're not.
Got me. Whoa.
You saw shorts. So,
Yeah.
technically, you saw nothing. I'm gonna get flagged for partial nudity regardless because I showed too much of my thick thighs.
Them thighs.
Yeah, these thighs.
What went through my mind was literally the thunder thighs.
Oh yeah, they
Is
definitely
that
are.
like a meme?
They jiggle. They're freaking thick, bro. Thick with fat. Gotta get rid of that.
All I can think of is that one TikTok song that goes doo, 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 or something like that. I don't remember how it went, but it's a meme, that's for sure.
Oh, it's all freaking me. There's this song on TikTok about having a freaking dump truck ass that I love so much and that Ronnie hates. And I might share it at some point. I don't know. Do something.
Ronnie says anyone looking at Heather's thighs are going to be in great danger. Don't worry, Bronny. I have no interests. I'm good.
He's good.
I'm pretty sure. This may be wrong, but I have a feeling I might be asexual. I don't know.
I mean, friggin', I don't know your sexuality, man. That's your business. But, anyways, guys, that's the end of the stream. What do I usually say? Let's thank my patrons! One of which being Emerald Spencer, Filmer Brony, DJ Skywalker, and Aaron Davis. These guys are great. They support me on Patreon. If you want to become like one of them, you can go into the link in my description and go to my Patreon for just $10 per post. You can become a part of the Discord server where we like to post memes and pictures of our cats and other such things and wish each other happy birthday. That's a good thing to do for your friends. You should always do that. But if you don't feel like giving me that much per post, you can also just give me however much you want through my PayPal link, or you can just go on Patreon and do a smaller tier, maybe like what was it, $2 per tier, and then you get a kazoo cover. Currently working on one for another patron. That's you guys have seen that on my channel a few times. It's pretty cool. I'm sure you'll like it if I ever come out with it. Or you can, again, like I said, do the PayPal link and give her however much you think I'm worth. No negative numbers, please. But hey, you don't have to support me financially. You can always follow me on Twitter or just, keep showing up to the stream. Keep being a bro. You don't have to do anything else other than that.
Hell,
Yeah. So let's go ahead and say goodnight. In alphabetical order. Coon, I think as edits Coon, you go first.
thank you for having me. Even though I've only been here 40% of the stream, I like to thank you guys for sitting through my rant and like and subscribe.
I was interested, man. It's good to have you here. Emerald, you're next.
Have a good night, everybody.
And good night, everybody. It's been a pleasure. I always just like coming on stream very casually and just being able to talk and stuff. Whether it's video games or crochet, I have a feeling we'll be done with Celestia pretty soon. I might work on it some more tomorrow. We got a pretty long neck going on here, so I'll probably attach the head tomorrow, make some wings, maybe start sewing on some details, making it look real nice. So look forward to looking at that. Go on my Twitter and follow it, or my DeviantArt, which is linked in my on my channel, and you'll be able to see other crochet projects I've done. See the picture of the finished products, all that. All right, with that, I've had a great time, and I'll see you on the